Right, very good morning, everybody. So, a couple of things about our club, Newcastle United, and I'm going to start off with somebody who we had out on loan, Yakuba Mintner, and there has been talk over the last couple of years of deals maybe for him. One of those deals is from the man who was his gaffer at the foreign team, who's now going to Liverpool. Good luck to him. However, this young player, here's what I would do, and it's just my opinion. This lad hasn't kicked the ball at all for Newcastle United. So what I'd like to see is 2 seasons, and 2 seasons for him to show the Geordie faithful what he can do. I wouldn't cash in because I think he deserves a chance. I think we paid 7 million apparently and loaned him out. So I think he deserves the opportunity to show what he can do. He did 10 goals last season and several assists. So it'd be nice to see that happening, those 10 goals or more for Newcastle United. And I was watching the Toon review the other day, and spoken to Paul a few times at the East Corner. Normally, when me and family have just came out of Strawberry, which they love going in because it gets rammed full of Newcastle United fans, and it's a journey. And Paul was on about Sean Longstaff and saying this and that. I think Sean Longstaff deserves the same as the player I've just mentioned. He's homegrown. He came through the academy. Every player, even Alexander Isak, has had injuries, illnesses. Now, in our modern world, surely we should be able to diagnose what's wrong. And I followed Newcastle United well before both of them were even born. And I've honestly believe Sean deserves at least 2 seasons to prove he can do it. I mean, let's be honest here. He does put the ball in the back of the net. Now, if you had taken away, you take away Sean's goals last season, because we've just finished. You take away his goals, where would Newcastle United be? And then you have other players these other players. 1 second. Oh. Right. I've got such a pain. Right. Here we go. These are the players. Miguel Almiron. To give him his full name. I just call him Miggy for sure. An epic player. Now, many of us have turned around and said this. When he goes on his Darton runs, he can't play with both feet. You may have a point. There is another player who can. Doesn't play for us though, but he is on the radar. And Mbuo, so somebody like that. Bizarre name. But he is linked, and he can play with both feet. Now, to find a player who can play with both feet is bloody hard. It's almost impossible. But Mickey, now I think that yeah, it is possible that he could move on. Do I want him to go? Not really. I think in a good team, he may be capable of 15 goals. And we've got a wealth of players. So you got Minter, you have Sean Longstaff, and you got Miggy. And of the three of those, if one has to be sacrificed, then I think it would be Mickey. Now, a couple of people have said this as well, that we don't have any debt, but the wage bill, and I want to talk about this wage bill because there's 20 teams in our Premier League, and there are some teams in the Premier League who their wage structure compared to what we've got, it's like night and day. Example, Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal. They have a wage structure we cannot compete with. And that's simple. So I believe that the wage structure, how much our players earn a week, a month, a year, how can you entice any player to do that, to come to our club, when those teams I've just mentioned pay higher wages? so hard. So I think Amanda, Mirdad, Jamie, Darren Neils, and His Excellency Yasser Al-Rumian need to look at that. You see, if that was increased, here's a little example for you. Let's say, just for argument's sake, right, Newcastle increased the wage structure by 2 times. So 2 times on our highest paid player. I think that would work. And here's why I think that would work. A long time ago, in the Premier League, there was a team, and that team was struggling. And there was a meeting between somebody who was very, very wealthy and another person in London. And the deal was, I will clear every single debt of this club. And he did. It just went, gone. Debt wiped out overnight. And here's the thing. Where did the money come from to wipe that debt out? Well, that was the incoming person. The deal was struck. Now, I went to Stamford Bridge quite a few times in my younger days. A lad called Billy, who I worked with. Back in that day, when that happened, it wasn't the fabulous stadium they have down there now. Nope. And the thing is this. What I want to see for our club, Newcastle United, is this. If we are looking at players, whether they be in Europe, pardon me, or whether they be in the Premier League, to up our wage structure twice. That wouldn't mean we have to up the tickets for matches. No. We've all heard, and there's a lot of us bang on about this, the fact that we're the richest club in the world. So, just hear me out. What if Newcastle United as a football club going forward reduced entry to St James's Park? If they reduced entry to St James's Park while they do the rebuild, and they do a rebuild like that Bondi bot posted up on YouTube, where St James's Park is complete, and We have upper tiers on the Gallagher, and we have upper tiers on Lisa's Terrace. And then we turned around and said, okay, we've got that done and dusted. Let's drop the price of the tickets over a 2 or a 3 year season. That's going to help a lot of people, a lot of new incoming fans to St James's Park. And because we have all of this power financially from the Public Investment Fund, I think in what they would do by doing that is they'd make supporters happy, and we sell out every home game anyway. But imagine if it was 70,000 plus at St James's Park. I'm not saying go totally and utterly bonkers, 80,000 plus. I'm being realistic. And what I'm saying is that I think it's possible. You may not, but then again, some of you don't like the stuff I talk about. No skin off my nose. Anyway, I believe this, and you can argue the toss until the cows come home. We up the stadium. We reduce the tickets so it's fair for everybody, and we should be able to entice talent to St James's Park. And one thing I'd also like to say as well, we have Newcastle United FC TV, and if you are a paying member of the club, with all of those things done, i.e. the wage structure upped, the stadium redone, and the Newcastle fans, the NUFC TV also recording every home game, but not charging. No. If you've got the membership, you get that free. And here's the thing, right? As we move forward as a club, we're just about to enter the 2024-25 season. Well, here's the thing. Very soon, in a blink of an eye, it's going to be the European... No, it won't be. Is it the World Cup? It's either the European or the World Cup 2028. One of the two. And St James's Park has been put forward to host games. Well, we need that Gallagher fixed, and we also need Lee's Terrace fixed. And I think if that happens, not only are the shops and the businesses of Newcastle upon Tyne going to benefit, I think it'll be spectacular. Remember, at the end of the day, these are just my opinions, you know. I've been to St James's Park more times than I can, I've got hairs on my head. I've been to St James's Park where, Peter Beardsley, Chrissy Waddle and Paul Gascoigne were plying their trade. Long before you had Kevin Keegan and, the excitement, the buzz at our ground is legendary. And I think because obviously, 16, 17 years ago, when we had Sir John Hall, and he said, we can't do anymore, and, then the other person came in. I ain't going to mention his name, but he came in. And because it was like, oh, he's a billionaire, we were like doing this. We're going, yeah. Look what happened. Twice relegated to the Championship. And we all bloody know how hard it was to come out of the Championship. But we did it. At the first time of asking. Incredible. Now, we're never going to see the Championship, not in our lifetime. No. But I want to see things happening at St James's. We all know that Stack is opening up very soon at St James's Metro. I want to see improvements. I want to see our wage structure change. Just twice. 2 times what it is right now. And I'd like to see the bill for that being met by the Public Investment Fund. So that it's on the books, but it's legit on the books. And hopefully Peter Silverstone and Darren, this other guy that's come in, the COO, his background is in airports. And one thing I would love to see is this. I'd love to see the likes of Bruno, Joe Linton, Alexander Isak take us back to Wembley to bring home a cup. I want to be able to travel down to London and be there with all of the fans. That's what I want to see. I'm not asking the world. No. I'm just wanting our players to realise this coming season, if you graft hard, you can get back to Wembley. That's what I want to see. So hopefully, my hope is this, that you like my video. If you do, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And here's the thing. Tell your mates. Tell your family. Tell your friends. Because my hope is this. What I've spoke about in this video to you is going to happen. Hopefully we can raise the mark on how much we pay for the talent that takes to the pitch. I only won 2 times. I'm not being greedy. And what I'd like to see is news coming out from Darren Eales. This is when the work's going to start to rebuild the Gallagher and to rebuild the East Stand, Leazes Terrace. And also, Darren, this is to you, this bit. NUFC TV, don't charge the fans. If they're paying a membership, don't charge the fans. Give them it. Thanks for watching.